Ahoy hoy, Plasma Gamers! Welcome to my devlog series on Little Soul's Adventure, a beach-themed adventure game about a turtle committing mass genocide on crabs. This week I've been working on my second boss, which is a hermit crab, as well as working on the main menu. Anyways, let's get grooving. The first thing I did was work on the main menu. I started with this logo, which I made animate as soon as the scene transition finishes. It's pretty quick, but I think it's a really nice touch. I also made these menu buttons, and at the time only one of them works for some reason, but we'll kick that can down the road for now. Now before we move on to the boss, I would just like to say that we are so close to 100 subs, and it would help me a ton if you guys would all click that subscribe button. Thanks. Okay, so we left the last week off with a boss sprite and nothing else. That meant I had to figure out a move set. Now I really struggle with making bosses, and a big part of that is that I can't figure out cool attacks, and when I do, they're usually above my level. I decided to start out with the shooting phase. For those of you who are Unity users, you'll know I decided to use state machine behaviors. This basically makes it so that a piece of code only works when an animation is playing. I like using this because it's a really easy method, and yeah. When that phase finishes, I decide to make him move back to the center, and from that point he will either chase you or spawn an enemy. I also made some level art. I know the form is supposed to follow a function, but I was just so excited to do it. Now, I should have waited, and it looks pretty awful and it's not my finished work. I decided to redo this, and I'll show that later in the video. But back to the moveset. I made it so the enemy spawning has a little bit higher chance of occurring than the chase attack. However, it seems like a lot of the time he just keeps spawning stuff for a while, and I don't mean sometimes, literally half the times he does it. And it makes it really buggy and really hard to play. However, like everything in life, I decided to kick this down the road. It's actually a pretty easy fix, to be honest. The next thing I did was make it so he gets mad when his health is halfway down. Following that, he does a spin attack, which causes him to drill into the ground and throw stones everywhere. Other than that, his attacks stay mostly the same. I think that's a pretty cool touch, and I really enjoy it. Here you can see a test run of the boss. I changed the wall art to be way better, and while you guys are watching, I'd like to talk a bit more about my plans for the art. I am thinking that I want to have this fight take place in a sewer, so I'm going to have a lot of stones and stuff. I'm also thinking I want to have pipes and gears everywhere, and finally I want to add overgrowth such as vines, ivy, and giant glowing mushrooms. Overall, I think this will be a fun second dungeon and a fun boss fight. Anyways, that was all I was able to get done this week. If you guys like this video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would also like to apologize to my epic Plasma Gamers for not uploading last week. I wanted to take a quick break from this game since I hadn't really been taking breaks since starting this project. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye!